Hi guys, Jim Magana with Convicted Hearts. I hope you're all doing good, feeling loved, blessed, and I hope you know that I greatly appreciate every single one of you. If you're not already subscribed to the channel, please do so. Become part of the Convicted Hearts family and show me some love. I'm sending it right back at you guys. I'm going to touch on a hot topic right now from a female's point of view. And speaking of point of view, let me share my little sticker with you guys. I received this in the mail from none other than Splinter from Prison POV. I would like to personally thank him. I had two stickers, but my daughter stole the other one, so I had to confiscate this one and hide it. So these are really nice. I appreciate it, Splinter. You guys go show him some love and tell him I sent you if you did. He's a really good guy, and I really think that was very nice. I appreciate him for that. So yes, I am going to talk on the hot topic from the hot correctional officer who was busting it with a inmate. Yes, I know it's kind of tacky, but you guys know I try to mix a little humor with seriousness, so even though I'm not very good at being funny, I guess, but I try. Alright, so Fresno County Corrections Officer Tina M. Gonzalez, 26 of Fresno, was just sentenced to 7 months. Let's see, she was charged with, I don't know if I can say this, SX activity, a detention facility employee with a consenting confined adult, a felony count, of possession of drugs or alcohol beverage in a county jail facility, and a misdemeanor charge of possession of a cellular device with the intent to provide that to an inmate. Also, investigators shared in this report that she did give this inmate that she was having relations with razor blades, which we know could be used as a weapon inside. And as well as she was caught with a cell phone, which they say she was planning to give to him. So this has been like a hot topic, especially, I get it, you guys, okay? She's absolutely beautiful. She's young. Yes, everybody's like, you know what I mean? Where was she when I was locked up? Those of you that, you know, might have been locked up or knew someone who was. I hear you. But in all seriousness, this could have went really bad. I mean, it kind of did go bad for her, but it could have went a lot worse. So when I was reading about this case, it caught my attention, first of all, because obviously, like everyone else, her picture, her mugshot, she's absolutely stunning. Secondly, being from Fresno, where she was working, I have a lot of family there, so I wanted to look into it. And when I was looking into it, I did find her personal Instagram account. I'm sure some of you have already. As a matter of fact, I know some of you have, because I see a few familiar faces are following her. But that's besides the point. So, on her Instagram account, I was kind of shocked when I realized that it was public. It wasn't private, it was public. All her, you know, pictures of herself, obviously, and pictures of her family. So, yeah, it was a bit sad. Like, I don't know. For me, it was kind of saddening to see that she had two small children. And that's as far as I'm going to go on that topic. Just the fact that it's very sad that two little kids are going to be wondering where their mother is when she turns herself in to do the sentence, right? Also has to be very embarrassing for her family, as well as, I don't know if she has a baby daddy. I heard she has was previously married, allegedly, so I'm sure that's you know, also brings a lot of embarrassment. I thought maybe, possibly, it might bring some embarrassment to Miss Tina Gonzalez as well, but I thought wrong. As a matter of fact, on her Instagram account, it seemed almost as though in the pictures and stories that she shared, she was almost flaunting or capitalizing on the crimes or actions that she was charged with. So I took a few notes because I wanted to touch on this and tell you guys a couple things. So she had others, posting on her stories. One of the people said, "Free my baby mama." Very supportive of you. Another one said, "She ain't do nothing wrong." Whoever said at Hustle 23 Hard committed a crime lied. She wasn't doing nothing wrong. Free Tina. She's innocent. And then Tina herself posted, "Show me some love, those of you that are all up in my DMs." She then posted her P.O. box, which is in Fresno. And she posted a picture of herself with the words that read exactly this: "Adopt a jail bill." And here's her request. Hit my Cash App. So number one request is anywhere from $40 to $200 you could send for commissary. Number two, clothes, $20 to $60. Number three, phone, $20 to $100. Number four, lawyer fees, $100 to $400. Yeah, that's pretty bold considering she was just barely sentenced. And I do know for a fact that when you're being investigated, they monitor all of your social media activities and those sort of things. So I'm just going to call it like this. By the looks of things on her Instagram account, I'm sure also by the time all of this is said and done, if she's not gone viral already, she will. So my prediction is she's going to make the most she can out of this situation. Rather than going into hiding, being ashamed, being embarrassed, or feeling some sort of way about herself or the situation, I think she's going to capitalize on it. I think she's going to obviously collab with some sort of company that might help her profit from the sort of thing she did. Who knows? Maybe she'll come up with leggings or pajamas that open from the back, kind of like her uniform did. And I'm sure there's a lot of other things she could be getting into. And so that's just my assumption, my prediction, my opinion. Everybody has their own. Now, I'm not trying to be a mean girl. I was originally going to start out with saying, like, we don't know, this girl's mental health. We don't know where she was coming from or what she's been through, which is true. We don't. But then I thought about a couple things. What if, for one, somebody, like, what if your loved one was locked up when this happened and maybe they were harmed by the razor blades that were brought in? Or, maybe if something went bad, whoever told or snitched, you know what I mean, I'm sure is one of the other 11 inmates who were allegedly watching this go on when she was having relations with the one incarcerated individual. I'm sure somebody got in their feelings and was mad that, they weren't getting their turn, to put it nicely. So I'm sure somebody told, if not many people. And, that's never going to look good. And it's most likely going to come back to that person who said something. And they're going to have to deal with it. Also for herself, think about it. Okay, she got a lightweight sentence, right? 7 months, she won't even do it all. She's probably going to county jail because it's such a light sentence. But within that jail, imagine there's probably several prison wives, girlfriends, who are not going to look at her very fondly and who might be feeling some kind of way about her hooking up with a guy who's incarcerated, like maybe possibly one of their loved ones or their man, and might want to put those paws on her. Who knows? I'm just thinking of all the different situations she may have placed herself in by being so reckless and careless. So yeah, it's all funny. I can laugh with you guys. I laughed about it myself. I'm not proud of it, but I did. But then I started thinking about the other things that could come out of this or happen, and family involved. And lastly, the other part I was thinking about was, okay, what if this had been a man, okay? One of you, possibly, that were working at a jail or prison facility, and you were caught having relations with a female who was incarcerated. Do you think you would receive the same sentence? That's my question to you guys. And if you could answer in the comments down below, I would be really interested to see what you guys have to say. Because I don't know, I have a hunch that a man would have received a much harsher sentence than Miss Tina did. I think because she's beautiful, she's young, you know, they probably went easy on her. If you are a guy who did something like this, you most likely, in my opinion, and I'm sure some of you will share this opinion, some may not, and that's fine, you would possibly be charged with some sort of maybe coercion. I know of a couple cases locally where male staff has been charged with messing around with females in the Monterey County Jail. One in particular was during the time that my son worked there, and this guy looked like your typical, just everyday dad. Like, there was nothing special about him. He was just a regular guy, right? The one thing is, he was caught messing around, I guess, with several different females, but he had, I think it was 6 kids at home and a pregnant wife. And I need to look into it, but I know he was charged with much worse charges than Miss Tina was. And I believe he got state prison time, as well as humiliating and embarrassing his whole family and losing his family, I'm sure. I'm pretty sure he couldn't wait for them to pick him up to do his sentence, rather than going home to a pregnant wife who was going to confront him about what he'd done every time he walked through the door. So that's crazy. Yeah, I'm not sure how he got through that, but I'm sure that Miss Tina will come through this okay, and she might even have some sort of career out of this. I don't know if she will have start her own site on maybe only, you know what, I don't know if I can even say the whole name on YouTube or not, so bear with me. But yeah, I just wondered what you guys thought of that too, because I really believe that had this been a man, it would be a much different outcome. Yeah, that's great, this guy, and I'm sorry, I keep imagining what they said she did. The whole, not literally the whole, like, yeah. Okay, for example, I found these pants. These were my dad's when he worked at Soledad. And I was just wondering, okay, not to be too graphic. Actually, I was going to do a different demonstration for you guys and literally unstitch the pants and show you what I think happened using the pants and my dad's nightstick, but my daughter talked me out of it and said I'm doing too much, so I didn't do it. But yeah, here's the pants. So yeah, I guess she cut a hole somewhere there in the back of them and was accessing her goodies through that with her lever. I'm only imagining maybe she had sewn some Velcro into the sides of that seam and Velcroed herself back up afterwards. Just a guess. Yeah, it did have my mind wondering how she did this and got away with it. She had to have had a touch of freaky deaky in her to be doing all this in front of 11 other dudes. And a whole lot of voyeurism, which would explain going ahead and following through with this in front of those guys. So, I mean, I don't get it. But I'm not her. I don't want to like completely dog her out as a woman, but then again, I can't imagine ever putting myself in this situation. And I have 4 daughters. I can't imagine them ever doing something like this, and how I would feel trying to put myself in the position of her family, as well as what if he had, you know, a wife or girlfriend. They must be feeling pretty bad right about now too. And also, I have a question for you guys. I'm not sure how this works. Does the incarcerated person get charged with anything if they are caught fooling around, messing around, having relations with a corrections officer? I'm not sure if they do, because they're not the person in the position of power. So I don't know, maybe some of you can answer that for me. Just a little curious. But I'll go ahead and share her Instagram account if you guys want to follow her. She's sharing her Cash App on there, asking for donations for her jail fund. And she's got a pretty nice Cadillac, it looks like. So she's not hurting, but she's making sure she's set up while she's in there. So being that she's worked in the Fresno County jail since 2016, she probably knows exactly what she's going to need while she's locked up. So she's already asking for those things ahead of time, making sure she's good. And I guess that's about it on this case. I cannot imagine the feeling. Also, hey, what about this? Is she going to be put in some kind of protective custody? Is there any more protective custody? I don't know. But I just wouldn't want to be in her shoes right now. I know that. Because I'm sure she has a whole lot of broads waiting for her that have heard about this, because word gets around pretty fast in Fresno. With all of that said, this was a very interesting story, reality. Wishing everyone the best outcome. I hope she learns from it. I don't know if that was true love she experienced. Maybe when he gets out, they'll make it work. If it was a mistake on her part, which, you know, obviously was a mistake if she did it out in the open like that. But I don't know. Maybe she just couldn't resist. Maybe it was just too good. I don't know. But anyways, that's this one for today. I hope you guys are all doing well, feeling loved, feeling blessed, and I send you all my love and support. Go out and do something positive. Encourage somebody, lift somebody up who you might think is feeling down. It really does make you feel better. Have a blessed day. Bye-bye.